Oh, actually it takes a little longer than I expected, but it's all good. Oh, there we go! And
And
we're
it's
underway.
woohoo! 2
So,
hours of red, let's go!
yes, already the second race for today, but the first one on this channel. There was another race earlier. Floods going up against Cinderkill. A race in which the German prevailed against the French person. And we're almost done with the intro now. Let's see if everyone actually opts in to take the PC potion.
And we are getting synced as well
Yes.
on the timers.
Right, yeah, looks like everyone grabbed the PC potion. Nice, nice. There's enough chance that you can actually die to the first fight, which is like about 10%. It's not too likely, but yeah, it can definitely happen, and it's quite painful, actually. There's a workaround nowadays where we just fight an additional trainer, but it's always nice to just have the extra safety for the first fight.
As well, it would also cost a lot of time to fight that extra trainer.
Yes,
And you
definitely.
don't want to lose any time here.
No, so the 4 extra seconds to take up the PC potion are well worth it.
Everybody, of course, going to pick Squirtle here, the tiny turtle.
Yep.
Such a nice description.
So the reason why everyone is obviously taking Squirtle is because Squirtle lets you get past Brock much more comfortable, because obviously it's a water type Pokemon and super effective against rock type. So everyone wants to grab the turtle instead of the Charmander or the Bulbasaur. And we're heading into rival fight.
So right now, everybody's hoping to get no growls at all.
Yeah. Oh.
They already saw the first one, but it failed, luckily.
Alright, we also see everyone in this lovely green-blue palette. Everyone likes so much. Just as an anti-cheat mechanism we got going, so we know that nothing in here is pre-recorded. In case anyone is wondering, we are not playing Pokemon Green.
PrieR actually with a pretty good rival fight there.
Oh yeah.
The time looks really good.
Damn, well, this was probably a 5-shot then, I guess.
And 12 special as well for PrieR.
Nice. Always glad when you get that early confirmation that your special is actually good, because, yeah, can be quite painful later if you end up having not good special for Brock. So yeah, he already has that going for him, and he's ending up round one.
I also saw 11 special for Headbob going, and Blake totally skipped the stat screen, so it will be a secret which Squirtle he has.
We're gonna find out in the next episode.
We see PrieR here actually fight the first encounter he gets. We want to get that extra XP to hit level 8 before Brock and get that bubble attack going, which is really useful against rock type.
Also Plague, getting the best encounter possible early on through level 2 red. Just don't take as much damage from the level 2 as in comparison to the level 3, and it gives you the same amount of XP that you actually need to get Bubble after our first trainer fight coming on later.
You especially want to fight a red, since it has 2 moves, Tackle and Tail Whip. Tail Whip not doing any damage and leaving a potential to go out of the fight without taking damage, and Blake actually getting blocked by the NPC. Haven't seen that yet.
Right, also Headbob getting his experience, so he won't have any like forest or post-forest XP shenanigans, which is also really nice, because that can sometimes screw you up a little.
PrieR actually back in the lab at 420.
Yep.
Getting an awesome start.
Yeah, for that timing with XP is actually really what you wish for. Currently, I think. Wait, who's actually in last right now? Is it Blake yet? Is Blake having a little bit of more unlucky start, but all of these starts are pretty negligible. comparison what comes on later. There's still a lot of potential to catch up in the next approximately 2 hours.
Yeah, also nice to see that everybody got XP before going back to the lab. So they could just head straight up without worrying about going for XP later on.
Definitely. Also, you can see everyone talking to Oak from the left. Might seem a little counterintuitive of some people who have never ran this game or have seen a speedrun. The reason for that is just that that your rival comes into the frame while the conversation is going on, and he walks with a lot of swag, as you could just see on Blake's screen. So we try to minimize the amount of walking he gets to do by just walking one tile up and giving him a little less wiggle room to walk into.
He really takes his time. Also later on we will see him talk so much stuff. Because he's such a great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, PrieR here buying 6 Pokeballs, going for Nidoran Manip now.
Oh, did he change his Pokeballs? I hope so.
I didn't see that.
A lot of runners are actually... They prefer having Pokeballs in slot run for their RNG manipulation. And if you take the swag, and if you take the PC potion early on, then your potions are in slot 1. That can mess with your YOLO ball if you're not aware of it. So let's see what works for him. Alright, he gets the encounter.
I saw the other 2 guys switch.
Nice.
And he also switched. Nice.
Nice. Alright. So what you see everyone doing there is RNG manipulation. Basically us hard resetting and manipulating the RNG from a set point to the point where we get the best, or one of the best Nidorans possible, and just have a good time with it, because it gives us very little headache going through the run.
Blake having problems with his manip.
Yep. Alright, I think afterwards, after he's done, I'll change the audio to PrieR, since he's currently in the lead. Let's hope that Blake figures out what's going wrong.
Now this looks better.
Oh, and Headbob with the extended manipulation. Let's hope he actually gets the YOLO ball here. That would be the first Pidgey we actually see in the tournament, I think.
Yes, nice.
Oh my god. Wow. Clever's in the chat for that RNG manipulation. One of the hardest tricks you can do in the entire run, and Headbob nails it first try.
Also Blake now got his Nidoran.
Yep. So what Headbob did there was he did the Nidoran manip and then afterwards cleared the text boxes of the Nidoran catch within a 4-frame window, which gives us several paths we can actually take to get a Pidgey encounter in that patch you saw earlier, and to also let us YOLO ball it. Yeah. Basically a very advanced trick, and always nice to see it on a big stage.
Really risky also, because you have to nickname your Nido really fast, and if you miss it, you're messing up your upcoming manips in the later run.
Alright, good point from chat. I switched the audio to PrieR's. But I think actually right now Headbob would be in the lead if you consider the Pidgey. So we might actually switch. And also PrieR's Weedle doesn't really look too great. He got poison already, and I think he also some crit a bunch. So
and he also had to heal already, yes.
Yeah. No, not a great fight for him. But he gets through. Let's see what his stats are if he wants to show them. Nope.
He has good special, he knows that from first rival fight.
Yeah. There's no way he can get bad special if he already had 12 on after rival. Also Headbob getting poisoned here. Oh damn, and if Wave Warrior is correct and PrieR missed a tail whip, that would be our first Gen 1 miss already within 10 minutes. Damn.
Also interesting, I think Headbob skipped his stats actually. He didn't check if he had good or bad special.
Well, I will give Headbob the benefit of the doubt. He's a very experienced racer and either checked earlier in some way or...
No need with Pidgey. Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he doesn't even need to know his special with Pidgey. That's also very true. In case he would end up getting Bite on bad special, you can just swap in the Pidgey for that to die. Oh, and Blake getting another forest encounter. Lucky. Alright. PrieR first on Brock.
Getting quite high rolls.
Yep. Also has Bubble in first slot, I think. Which I don't think I've seen before.
I think it only matters on the Brock fight, but it's a nice quick thing to have.
Right, now also Blake entering Brock, so all of our runners are on the same fight currently.
Headbob also having to heal on the Geodude here.
Yeah, you don't want to take any risk, even though he seems to have good defense. Also Headbob. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, just wanted to mention for the guys who aren't familiar with Gen 1 games, unlikely for like the newer gens where you have EP share items or a similar game mechanic, you don't have that in Gen 1 yet. So if you want to share XP, you have to put your Pokemon you want to level always at first position in the fight, and then swap out.
Damn, Headbob actually getting the bite after he bubbled, so he has to have his Pidgey die to the bite, to the Onyx. So he must be very, very glad right now that he actually got the minute early on, since that saved him right now from certain death. Well, not so certain, was 50% to die there after that.
But he got through, really nice.
Yep.
And PrieR here actually kind of becoming a dark horse for some people in chat, I guess, of the tournament. He, until this day, still didn't submit a run to speedrun.com actually. So if any of you guys actually want to stalk him on his times, he doesn't have any, except one for Final Fantasy, I think.
Not on SRC, but I think I actually saw him finishing a run yesterday. I saw someone mention him finish a time yesterday, which was sub 2 hours, so he's quite capable. And currently in the lead, but yeah. He obviously still has to catch his flyer later on, which Headbob doesn't have to. And we also still have Blake, who just now left the gym and is going to shop his potions.
So coming up on Route 3, there's a few things we might want to mention there. First thing we want to mention is the first bug catcher fight. Like, you want to get as least damage as possible, and a lot of string shots for the badge boost, which we were given by Brock's badge there, and which can give us more damage on the enemy Pokemon.
Exactly.
Also very important here, we want to save horn attacks on this route. Every horn attack we have makes the upcoming Moon Rocket fight a little bit easier, and if we get some horn attacks spare, it even could make the nerd fight faster. So every tackle we can use to finish a fight off is a gift here. On PrieR being the first one to engage Short Sky here. A pretty scary fight.
Yeah, clearly we don't have anyone in this race with one of the worst defense Nidorans. That fight is a lot scarier in that situation, but yeah, Short Sky, the Redditor has just a massive amount of damage potential you may receive, and he also has the Ekans, which knows Rep, which is also really annoying if it hits, because in Gen 1 you aren't able to select any moves while you're wrapped, so you're basically just trapped in the move from 2 to 5 turns, so that's just a massive time waste. And probably also a potion you have to drop to it. Let's see how Headbob Short Sky goes. He's just now entering the Ekans.
All the runners still pretty close.
And there is the Rep. Unlucky. Let's see how long it lasts for Headbob. Meanwhile, PrieR is already finishing up the first wheel of the next fight.
And again living 10 years ahead of us by switching Horn Attack to slot 1.
Oh, that actually might already indicate that he's on a different route, but I'm not sure. He might just like his main move to be in slot 1. Let's see. There is an older route where it was actually optimal to switch Horn Attack into slot 1. So I don't know if he may opt into that route or what he's about to do.
I think he has to center for that route, right?
So
we might see it
yes.
already there.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, I think this is the first race we've had in the tournament that everyone used the same needle manip so far.
Yep. Gladly to us. So we don't have to explain the difference in needle stats, I guess. Alright, PrieR's actually close to getting red bar here, but I don't think he can quite make it even if the tackle ends up hitting. Oh,
gets lucky there actually with a red
yeah,
bar.
He's gone level out of it.
So red bar is pretty nice to have in a run. Like, you can skip some stuff with it. It skips a lot of jingles, skips the level ups, unless you level out of it.
Yeah. Like PrieR just did.
But there will be some strats throughout the run where we will actually go pretty risky low HP just to get that nice sound going.
Yep. We're gonna explain how. Oh!
Rondoudou.
And there is the Rondoudou, the Jigglypuff for the Frenchman right there. Ah, that's. You hate to see it. It's a 10% chance and just 10 seconds you waste right there. But he gets the Pidgey counter right after, not getting the damage to range he was kind of looking for. But let's hope
still
that
works. Nice.
that still works. And also didn't get the gust that would have put him in red bar. But that was a little bit off. You got a little bit unlucky right there, but all fine. Let's see what Headbob decides to do. He already has his Pidgey, so it's right here where he actually makes up a huge amount of time. And starting a different minute than all the other runners are probably doing, I think. The route 3 minute. Oh no, Blake is also doing it apparently. And we see PrieR and Headbob currently getting into their moon minute.
Pretty tense moment for all the runners, especially when you're like in a tournament or in a race. You just don't want to miss your A presses you have to do on this manip at certain spots.
Yeah. So to everyone who's unfamiliar with moon minips, what likewise to the Nidoran manip, we just hard reset and do certain inputs throughout the manips, like pressing the A button on certain tiles. So we manipulate the RNG in a way where we don't get encounters throughout Mount Moon, while picking up all the items we need. And getting a useful encounter right before the next fight we're gonna head into. So let's hope everyone actually nails it.
Also hoping that nobody's getting IGT today. There are certain frames for the in-game time where the manips don't work or produce a random encounter at a certain point.
Yeah. Sadly, we had that happen quite often. I think actually in every race so far someone has gotten IGT'd, what we call it. So maybe this is the difference, the exception to the rule right here.
Is Blake getting IGT'd here, or is he just missing an input?
I
don't know this route actually.
I don't know what he's currently. I haven't paid much attention to it, if I'm honest. What is he doing?
He can't decide on a palette, it seems.
I doubt that's the reason why he's resetting, but to each their own. Headbob and PrieR, it looks like they nailed their manips, so they're going through and probably will get their encounter.
Yeah.
Quite soon. I still don't know what's happening on Blake's side, so maybe.
It looks like the same problem he had with the Nido manip already, that for some reason he doesn't skip the animation at the beginning. So maybe one of his buttons or keys is not working right.
That could be an issue. Okay, this one won't work either.
Headbob getting the YOLO ball.
Yep, PrieR missed it earlier, so he has the potion again, surely. Because this is not HP you wanna enter Moon Rocket with.
And right, definitely safe for Moon Rocket.
Yes.
It's a scary fight. It's a really scary fight.
It's one of the worst fights in the entire run. And it also seems like Blake is getting underway right here. Alright, let's see how they're doing. I don't know what their horn attack count is each.
So it was 5 for PrieR. So he can just keep on horn attacking and finish the fight if he wants to.
5 is like pretty much the optimal. Like 5 or higher. 5 lets you just keep on horn attacking without having to leer.
And Blake killing a Paris.
Yes. I think he bonked somewhere before he entered Mount Moon, so I guess he's just gonna YOLO his way through Moon now, which is unfortunate. I don't know what happened to him.
Scary, PrieR. Scary. Oh.
Aye. Alright.
And you
Red
just
bar?
saw Red bar jingle skip. Really nice.
Yep. Meanwhile, Headbob is already evolving his Nidoran into a Nidorino. Not gonna be in that state for very long. Actually, it's gonna be in that state for like about 30 seconds before it evolves into a very, very powerful Pokemon that he's gonna finish a run-up with. Hopefully. We saw a Zapdos yesterday, so you never know.
Oh, they're almost
Oh my god, the synced up evolution. That's what you like to see in a race.
I was just wondering how PrieR could overtake Headbob there.
He didn't teach Watergun yet. Just not a big deal. Just don't want to do it after the evolution, because it's one more input you have to do.
Mega Punch slot 2. Will we see a slot switch in the fight?
Yeah. Wait, did he actually just potion there?
Yeah, he potioned.
Okay,
I don't know why.
A little odd, because this is not a fight you particularly... You are very likely to die.
Maybe he had some bad experiences.
Yet. Yeah. Might just want to play the extra safe because it's a tournament, but I think that was a little too safe there, but you never know what happens.
So something is actually getting important right now, since the route those players are going is routed to be pretty much enough to kill the stuff you're encountering. You might see stuff not getting one shot, like for example the Voltorb in the nerd fight, which isn't particularly a one shot, like a guaranteed one with Mega Punch, but it's just a range. And it depends on which role you get to kill it. Will get important now for quite some fights, which are coming up.
Yep. Oh, Headbob with an encounter on the way out. So basically what Bob was talking about right there are different damage ranges we're gonna be encountering later on. Each move has a damage range within 57% and 100% to hit. So yeah, you might see someone getting the absolute low roll, 75% of the damage you'd usually do, or getting the absolute maximum roll, or even crit. So definitely a lot of different damage ranges coming up on the various Pokemons, and you see some people one-shotting Pokemon and some won't do it.
Yeah, one more Paris.
Oh, and I think we're gonna switch the audio again, because Headbob is currently, I'd say, about 30 seconds in the lead. Oh, there we go.
So what Headbob did just right there is something accidentally discovered by a runner. You go to the bike shop owner and talk to him, and he tries to sell you a bike for money even if you wanted to, you couldn't obtain during the run. But the cool thing is, if you just mash B on that talk, you get something called instant text. And as you can see, even if Rival has a lot to say, we don't actually care at that point. So we just skip all the text there really fast.
Yeah, IT is a Red exclusive feature, if I may call it so. They got rid of it in yellow. Oh my god, I just saw Headbob getting band attacked, but hopefully that won't matter. So basically what it does is the text appears instantly at the bike salesman, and for some reason it doesn't uncheck the instant text after you mash out of his menu. So until you actually get into a menu or encounter like a yes/no question, you're gonna be in instant text for as long as you want, which will in this case be until someone decides to heal or learns the move later on. Ah, god. Wow, that's not very good HP for Headbob right there. Ah, yeah. Right, now he got double growled. And he has to go into Mega Punch. Alright. Ah, god. Red bar.
Blake also had some trouble on his Moon Rocket fight, but finally managed to kill the Zubat.
Yep. And meanwhile, PrieR had a pretty relaxed, laid back rival fight, it looks like, which puts them about even, but I'm curious if Headbob actually decides to heal right here.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, he does. Which I think is a smart call, because that's really scary HP to enter one of the most unforgiving parts of the run with being Nugget Bridge.
So the funny thing here is, at some point, a lot of people who were watching those runs are asking, is there a point, like a little mini boss, when you are done with it, you could just get on with the run and finish it? And the problem is, the whole game is in fact a boss you have to beat. And even if you are done with the rival, and if you dodge the sand attacks, there's still the next challenge to come. being on Nugget Bridge, the famous Mankey,
Yep.
which has a quite scary karate chop, which, like, it feels like always crits.
It in fact does always crit unless you get a 1 in 256 roll, in which case it doesn't crit for some reason. Works like a Gen 1 miss, actually. Because, yeah, Karate Chop has an elevated crit chance, and with the crit chance being based off your base speed, the Karate Chop will always crit in that case. Yeah, unless you get a Gen 1 miss right there, and it doesn't. Alright. So right now, PrieR in the lead because Headbob had to center. And does not get the Ekans range.
But gets lucky by not getting wrapped. But both of them will now beat 5 trainers on Nugget Bridge to get a fabulous prize, which is not to join Team Rocket.
Oh.
And I still can't remember in which game it is, but in one game you can actually answer the question to join Team Rocket with a yes/no text box. And if you say no, he's just like not talking so good about you. And if you're saying yes, he thinks you're just kidding him and proceeds with his dialogue anyway.
I think that may actually be the case in Let's Go. Alright, now we're actually heading into the first Mankey fight. PrieR has pretty good HP, I think, right there, so I don't think he has to worry about anything.
No,
yeah,
he won't.
35 is pretty...
Taking a hit
pretty
here would be
slow.
perfectly fine, that's why he actually horn attacked. And just got leered. So even if you want the damage to take to get a potential red bar after Nugget Bridge, you don't get it. And most likely, if you can't take it without dying, you're getting it. That's the game.
Right. Headbob hunting down PrieR right now, also entering Mankey with comfortable HP, because obviously he had to center earlier. He'll right now just be hoping that he doesn't take too much damage, so he doesn't need to use multiple potions later on in Burst House. Which, yeah, right now at his HP, he doesn't actually need to use any. But that will probably change throughout the next fights.
And PrieR being the one to finish Bridge under 33 minutes.
Which is actually a really good time for a race. So
Also,
we got...
what we forgot to mention actually before, Headbob did get a 25 move.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
It's also a really nice time.
So yeah, it sucks that he had such a bad rival fight earlier. That he couldn't keep on going at the same pace he was previously on. But yeah, right now we have, I think, an exception to the entire tournament right now. We got the pot 3 runner being up in first after like 30 minutes. I don't think that was the case earlier this tournament.
No, it wasn't.
Awesome to see such an open race between our runners. I mean, currently Blake is quite behind, but that's nothing. Like, a few misty deaths can change later on, to be quite honest.
I also think, like, looking at the pace those guys are going, that everybody will finish sub 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like
I
would actually bet on it. I would actually bet on it right now.
I don't know. I don't know if I would go that far, knowing how much can go wrong. But yeah, it definitely looks quite realistic right now.
So instant text is such a nice feature to have here. It skips so much. And if you do correct buffers on the input, you can go directly in the fight menu. Also save more time there.
Alright. We are heading into the last fight of this route. The last fight, which is not particularly scary, and you'll soon learn one of the best moves a speedrunner could wish for in this game, being fresh. Which I guess we'll come back to after we'll actually see it being used for the first time.
But it's really nice to see that all of the guys are playing it pretty safe. Everybody is in quite high HP. I'm also interested to see if the guys are going to just heal, or if some of them are thinking that it would be better to go into Dig Rocket and Misty with full HP, just for safety reasons.
So, if I may have to take a guess, I think Headbob is just gonna opt into using one potion and just not taking the center, and PrieR, if he has his raised strats put correctly, he'll probably just center. But for Headbob, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, I think, since he's on a comfortable amount of Mega Punch PPs and quite high HP also.
And we see PrieR saving Bill there from a slight scientific mistake he made. We see the
Yes.
Pokemon go in the machine, we see Bill come out of the machine. So where's the Pokemon?
Maybe it's put and left behind in that right cabinet. You'll never know.
We'll never know.
Oh, alright. I was proven wrong. PrieR is not taking the center. Just he had a comfortable amount of potions left, so he proved me wrong. Could just potion up and head back to get IT again, because he lost it earlier. Or pretty much everyone loses it once they reach level 23 and can learn Dig. Not Dig. Fresh.
Fresh. Oh, I'm so enjoying watching this race. I'm so on the edge of my seat here. It's so close.
Yep.
Also considering that for the upcoming split, not particularly Surge, but after that, if we're going on Fly split, and if Red Bar becomes an even bigger role on time save, some people could actually lose time by not getting the setup, and some people could gain time by getting the setup. So this can still shift in the next few minutes.
Yep.
Meanwhile, PrieR getting Dig here. A really nice move to get out of buildings, but only particular ones. And you don't get to decide which ones.
Yep. Alright. Headbob not taking any damage on the Dig Rocket. Which can be nice, can be frustrating if he wants to catch up and set up Red Bar later, but we'll see how Starmie treats him later on. Maybe he'll actually love to see the extra HP.
Remember how I was talking about never being safe on this run? So
Yes.
this upcoming fight is actually, again, a pretty scary fight. Especially since we have Thrash right now. The nice time save is that you don't need to select it, since it keeps on attacking for at least 3 turns. But you can also not switch during that time, or heal. So if something bad will happen, you just sit there and watch it happen.
Alright.
And on Starmie, ooh,
Oh,
nice
Oh,
crit here.
alright.
Not double beam.
That should be okay.
Nice.
Unless he got the speedfall there, but gladly he didn't. And survives with actually pretty neat HP, I'd say. 33. Not too high, not too low. That's pretty much a sweet spot for races, I think, right there. And let's see what Headbob gets. Water gun.
Water gun, nice. Also
Alright.
through.
Non-crit.
Guys survived Misty. Oh.
Yeah, that's a relief right there. Let's hope that Play gets the same treat later. Yeah, Headbob 55 HP. Not too great in his position right now. He probably wished that that water gun would have crit there. To just have an easier time to maybe set up Red Bull later on. It's not required at any point. I think right now the meta strat or the tournament strat we've seen so far was, I don't think I've seen a lot of people getting Fly Red Bar. So everyone just appreciating the extra safety of the high HP throughout Fly Split. And not having to worry about dying on it.
Especially for a certain fight, which is quite scary, again. And
Yeah.
we will talk about that when we hit that trainer.
Yeah.
So much scary stuff going on here.
Alright. PrieR currently on the Pidgey girl. 3 Pidgeys, all of them no quick attack, so you can either get no quick attacks and the 1 in 27, every single one quick attacks you, which can be quite unfortunate in some situations, but seems like he got a little bit of everything right here.
Looking for the upcoming boat rival fight, you wanna be, I think, around 20 HP. Having less HP is a little scary, considering you could die on Surge. But especially only looking for the boat rival fight, like having 20 HP is giving you some safety. Looking at a potential quick attack by the Pidgeot, or getting a Vine Whip by the Ivysaur.
Yes. Alright. We are heading towards the SSN. We'll quickly leave her again, not taking any advantage of the view we get up there or the several amounts of trainers we can fight on it. Nope, we just head straight to the captain's cabinet and fight an old friend of us right before it. Let's see who it is.
Which will greet PrieR in his native tongue. Bonjour.
Yep. Bonjour. It's just pretty random in this case, if you ask me, but to each their own.
So the question is, will we see a sand attack here? No, we won't.
Nope. Best case scenario, Gust non crit for him right there. You love to see it. Also Headbob heading into the fight right now.
It's still very close between them.
Yep.
And Blake coming up to Misty. Not that far behind, actually.
Nope, but I'd say right now it's like 2-3 minutes. Oh, wait, was that a... Oh, I didn't see what it was. Oh, he got sand attack, yep.
Yes, he did.
God,
So
that can
decisions
be
have to
very,
make.
very scary on the Kadabra.
And
And
there's
yeah.
the switch.
There's the switch.
And
Aye.
losing IT.
Yep.
Wow.
You can see on PrieR's side right now how much instant text saves you right there. There's a massive dialogue with the captain going on, where you rub his back for some reason, which cures seasickness apparently. I've never heard about that before, but
It's
sure.
like with little children, if they have something, headache or something, you just pat them on the back and say, "Don't worry, it's going to be okay." And then
Yeah,
they're feeling fine again.
Yeah, I guess we don't even know the age of the captain, so he might as well be 10 too.
Considering the protagonist of this game is 11,
Yes.
he might be 12. Which could be considered grown up in the Pokemon world.
Yeah. Right. At least Headbob got past him and actually gets to rub some back too now. And Blake finishing Misty successfully. I couldn't actually see how much HP he had.
coming up now is the first mart, which is kind of important, since we are getting repels that are so useful against encounters. Before that, on Route 1, you just pray to get no encounters, as well as the Viridian Forest. And yeah, in Moon, we actually do a manip to get no encounters, and now we just buy the item we need.
Yeah, imagine if we had to manip ourselves through Rock Tunnel on a bike. Ay. with each trainer fight requiring their own manip, that would be quite something.
Also interesting to see PrieR bought 2 super potions here.
It's a little early. Usually you'd see that later on, after on a fly split, or in the end of fly split, but I guess he wants the extra safety right here, and buys them already. Not a big issue at all, but it's just interesting because we're not used to seeing that.
This is also going to be the last manip, if it works for PrieR in this run. He's just manipulating the 2 cans. We need to open the door to search to be on the bottom when we enter the gym.
Oh man, can you imagine not seeing a race with a single IGT? Oy, that would be something.
Don't
Looking at how the tournament has been going right now. Dude, I don't think we have cursed anything yet. I might as well try at some point.
We still have E4 for that.
Oh! And PrieR actually getting best case scenario right there. If he were on a PB attempt, but I don't think he minds it here either. He got the Sonic Boom into Red Bar, which is really, really nice for him actually.
He will level out of it though. I guess this is Slowpoke if he wants to stall with that HP.
Wait. He was at 15, I think, so he should be at 18 right now.
Yes, exactly.
18, I think, is he can stall on the Venomet. That's about it.
Yeah. He could also stall on the Slowpoke, but would be on really low HP, like 4 or 3. And Headbob finishing the fight with quite high HP, which is almost not worth stalling. And after hearing a lot of talk about a rapid dash, we get a bike voucher, so we don't have to save money we actually can't obtain in the game. Really convenient. And we are getting the bike. Which is making things so much faster for us. I just see in chat that Race World record pace on Surge is a 47, and PrieR had a 47. I actually don't know about that. And we have a problem with our second commentator, I think. Alan just disconnected randomly. Let's hope he will be back soon. Meanwhile, also Headbob getting the bike here. Whilst Blake is leaving the boat, waving goodbye. Oh, really unlucky here for PrieR, getting paralyzed in the fight. Really unlucky. Accidentally thunderbolted the Oddish. And Headbob making sure he has good stats on his Nido. It's always important to know your stats of your Pokemon. And also heading now for 4th Thrash Girl. And due to the fact that PrieR had a full restore, he probably... No, he doesn't. He won't do it. He won't have Red Bar on Fly Split. And Headbob probably also won't stall on it. So this might be pretty even going out there. Really nice to see. So Blake now also resetting for Can Manip. And I'm really, really sad that we don't see a Palette Manip here. Really sad. And Alan is back.
Oh, I'm very sorry, guys. I think my internet just dropped for like 2 minutes. Oh. Hey there.
Unfortunate.
Did I miss anything? Wait, let me just reload my stream real quickly.
You missed PrieR getting paralyzed on 4th Thrash Girl and having to full restore.
That sounds familiar to me.
And Headbob is on his tail right now. Like
that sounds really familiar to me.
PrieR is starting the Pokemaniac now, and Headbob is about to enter Rock Tunnel.
Alright, alright. Oh, that's really unfortunate because PrieR had such nice Red Bar too. And now, yep, obviously left without any. Also, I'm really curious what Blake is gonna do now, since he is quite on a disadvantage right now. He may just kind of want to brute force Red Bar right here. Or maybe he's just going to play for a nice time.
This is actually, I think, almost the highest possible setup for Cubone he has. He will have like 37 for the Cubone, I think. Or 34, I'm not sure yet, but until 39 you could set up on the Cubone, and it would be worth it for the Red Bar.
Yep, alright, PrieR heading... Oh! He did not save. Alright. Yeah, okay.
He's going for it.
I would have actually saved, because he has the potential to get...
55%. 55% to one-shot. Oh, and he doesn't get it into Sleep Powder.
Oh, but that's 10 times better than getting paralyzed here.
Headbob also didn't save. Or did I miss that?
Yeah, but for Headbob it's okay. He has the full restore. PrieR doesn't have the full restore anymore. If he gets paralyzed here, it's like it's almost rip.
He already snapped out of it.
Yep. Whew, that was
but Headbob
very risky.
Oh, not getting the Bulbasaur range, and now they are like almost even.
Both without Red Bar too.
Headbob 2 seconds in the lead now. Wow, this race.
Yeah, that was a really. I mean, it wasn't the high risk PrieR took there, but if he ends up getting paralyzed again, he's slower than the Geodudes who are coming up. Without having a chance to heal it off anytime soon, or without, like, he would have had to leave in center, I guess, to avoid that happening. And yeah, the Geodudes that he's about to fight, no self-destruct. And if he's slower than them, then eventually one of them will pull the trigger and kills him right here and there.
Wow. This is so the tension, man. Wow.
Yeah. Also, it actually looks like Blake is catching up to the other two. Slowly, but surely. It felt like he was way further behind early on. I'm very curious if he's gonna take any risk on setting up red bar later on. Right. Nicely done, Headbob. Avoided all the spinners you can't see right there. Same goes for PrieR.
Imagine those girls being spinners.
Oh boy, I can't imagine.
Oh boy.
The ideas of spinners are giving me...
In the dark. Don't worry guys, we have one spinner coming up in the game.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure they will dodge them.
Yeah, he's very short-sighted to be fair.
Headbob, first one to head out of Rock Tunnel, followed 2 seconds by PrieR.
Oh, and PrieR takes over because Headbob has to grab the Maxi for his survive strats to work out. Oh
and
man.
we might see a leadership change again if PrieR gets quick attack. Oh, man.
Right, I was already about to pull the trigger on the sound switch, but yeah.
Headbob first, PrieR first.
Headbob just doesn't like to have his audio on stream, I guess. Just like, nope, I'm gonna get this item. Who are you guys?
And quick attack for PrieR. Oh, now it's 1 second.
Yep. Now they are almost yeah, you can see both getting the same text box right there. Ah, this is a blast right now.
Oh, Headbob doesn't want to have his sound on stream. He just bonked on purpose, I guess.
Yep.
Just not to be in the lead.
Maybe you'll also like intentionally fail the elixir pickup here. Let's see. Oh, PrieR. Oh, wait.
That's less than a second.
Yeah. Also,
So, Blake
right as
going
this
for it.
right as this happens, Blake actually gets his rapper off a slowpoke. Very nice. The slowpoke is a much nicer setup. Oh. Okay.
Quick lag, 2 minutes ahead.
No. But PrieR just takes the center. Which is very curious to me. Because there wasn't really any need for it, I think.
I was expecting him to go right. But wait, how many potions does he have left?
2. And he was at like 50-something HP right there. On the split, that has a heal pad coming up. Alright. I mean, pretty safe play. Overly safe, if you ask me, but...
It's so nice also to see like chat discussing strategies for the runners. Since we are seeing quite different menus from the guys, everyone's getting engaged in the discussion.
I'm just really curious what's going on right now. He also skipped buying super potions. He bought 2 earlier in the map before it, but 2 isn't the amount of potions you kind of want heading into the late game. You want at least 3, at the very least.
And he's getting Ice Beam.
Oh!
And
so,
he's also getting Rock Slide.
So that seems to be like a French specialty right there, the Ice Beam strats. Damn. I actually had no clue that that's the strat he's going for. So I'm a little more familiar now with Ice Beam strats because I saw it earlier on Sodakill / Adicodin's run, but not quite familiar with that route to give an honest opinion on everything he's gonna do from here on.
Headbob getting now HM02 fly, which is absolutely not how you should call your split while doing a race. And going for the first big menu.
The biggest menu, in fact, of the entire run. I believe, at least on the route he's going for. Alright. Not during the early drill stretch we've seen people go for, including myself, in this tournament so far. Very nicely executed menu. A little faster, I'd presume, than PrieR is doing it right now. But yeah, Headbob, very experienced runner, even though he's of quite young age.
Early drill for PrieR.
Oh. Yeah, ice cream strats do early drill, aren't they? So that's not a surprise right there.
And Headbob meanwhile going for Lavender rival. This rival can be a little bit scary since Rock Slide is not 100%, it's 90%. And if you are going to engage the first channeler and you miss a Rock Slide, you could actually die on that if you are less than 21 HP, I think. 22?
23.
23? Okay.
Yep. 23
Almost.
is the highest it can do. Because Nightshade damage equals the amount of level the Pokemon that uses it has, so 23. Oh, we see yet another switcheroo on the move slots for PrieR. Moving Haunter
so
quickly to the first year. He seems to be experienced on those move swaps.
He really likes to have his moves in order.
Yep. Meanwhile, Blake is heading through the underground. Oh my god, he's doing elixir from above, which is... I don't know, I don't see a lot of people going for it. Always nice to see someone save the frames. Because it's insignificantly faster to do it from above than to do it from the right.
Headbob, meanwhile, hitting the first Rock Slide. And also hitting the second one. So at least this little hurdle is taken.
Alright, PrieR. I guess you've noticed that he didn't repel quite yet. So we're very glad he knows before before actually getting an encounter.
And he doesn't have any problems considering HP against the channeler since he's centered.
Yeah. So far, in between centering and taking the heal pad, he took 7 damage. So I don't think that was quite worth taking the center right there. But I guess he had his reasons, and I won't blame him for it. But yeah. Maybe a little too safe right on that.
Picking up a few elixirs, which are really important items. You can't buy them in the game. There's only a certain amount of them distributed throughout the game. And they are crucial for this run. Just switch the audio to Headbob.
Yep, I switched the audio really quickly. I wasn't sure if anyone would notice. Alright. Also, Headbob teaching Horn Drill right now, so maybe I should explain why Horn Drill is maybe the most important move we use in the entire run. Basically, Horn Drill is a one-hit KO move, 30 with an accuracy of 30. If you, and only if you, outspeed your opponent's Pokemon. But X items being completely broken in Gen 1, and especially X accuracy, makes it a very, very, maybe almost overpowered move at this stage, because in combination with X accuracy, Horn Drill will never miss. if you outspeed the other Pokemon. And in case you actually get outspeed, we just use a X-speed and we'll be fine anyway. So, yeah. That combination of items is just absolutely broken for the speedrun.
Just quick to mention, we just saw the guys encountering the ghost in Lavender Tower without having the Sylph Scope, but by using a Pokédoll on the fight, which is basically used to flee out of a fight of a random encountered Pokemon in the wild, we can just skip this story relevant scene and also skip Rocket Hideout with it.
Wait, what area of Rocket Hideout? I've never heard of it. Never seen it before.
Is it even in Gen 1?
Yeah. Alright, here you'll see the first kind of bit of what you'll see quite more often. The combination X accuracy into horn drill. Just very quickly, one hit KO, text box, and your bonus Pokemon just fades out immediately without any trouble.
PrieR's still in there, still catching Headbob.
And he's thrashing the Koffing.
Not sure if this was intentional.
Not sure, yeah. I'm not sure that the route he's taking will always do it. Since it seems to be a range and he got lucky that he got a 4-turn fresh right there.
So he only drilled on Rival and didn't drill here. So he might skip center right now.
Yeah, I think either that's the case, that he just kind of wanted to make up for taking the center earlier. It may have just been a mistake. That he, I don't know, forgot that he wasn't supposed to take it, and he just wants to save the Hornbills right here. I assume that's what it is, because that was such an odd center earlier. So, yeah, that's an interesting backup, I guess.
This guy is 10 steps ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
Switching his moves always on top, when you least expect it.
Yeah. All the routers taking notes right now.
Headbob, the first one to get the Pokeflute, which is a really nice tune.
I think the word you're looking for is catchy, isn't it?
Catchy. And we will see it in action very soon.
Alright, let's see what PrieR actually decides to do. I'm actually not sure if it makes any difference if he actually takes the center right now. In terms of PP, I think he'll just be fine because he elixirs after the Sylph Rival. So I guess he can just skip it. He can actually skip it now.
He does. Wow.
Ah. Oh.
He's going to the left.
He's heading to the Safari Zone already. Yeah, that's what Ice Beam stress do. I almost forgot about it.
This guy 2,000 steps ahead. Wow.
Also, didn't repel here. So you'll either see him use it at the beginning of bike route, or just maybe take the left side of the bike route, which I don't think he's gonna do.
Nice Snorlax.
But yeah, different kinds of routes, different kinds of progression through the run. You love to see it. And currently, Headbob entering the Arbok fight right here, which is a scary fight because this Arbok knows Glare. And Glare can just be very annoying. It's not a big time loss per se, but you just don't like when it hits because you get rid of an item that you have to get later on.
PrieR's route is really confusing. He also just skipped the rare candy here in the grass.
I guess he just takes one later dimension. That should not be an issue, I think.
Everybody here in chat taking notes
Oh no, and Headbob, I'm so sorry, Headbob, I jinxed it. He gets paralyzed after getting bite crit, which he probably love to see, because bite crit is just so wonderful if you want to set up your HP for the end of the split here. And he just has to heal it off because he gets cleared.
Imagine the other guys, like Headbob and Blake, watching the other runners stream and seeing PrieR already in Safari Zone.
He's just way ahead of the game right now.
And PrieR joining the hunt in the Safari Zone, getting 30 Pokeballs, Safari Balls to be exact, which he won't use at all.
Right. So I really don't hope any of the viewers are gonna mind that my knowledge of the route PrieR is going for isn't really high. It's just I'm not sure if he actually goes into Mansion after this, or if he just ends up going to Sivka right after. Very interested to see what's gonna happen. And meanwhile, Headbob is on the next rival fight, where he probably wants to take some damage. It looks like he got a lot of damage right here. On average, this is probably more than you'll usually get. And he has to have a certain HP for the end of the split for something very, very interesting to happen, which we'll get to later on. But yeah, this is one of the parts in the game where we intentionally want to take a lot of damage.
Also nice to see, or interesting to see rather, PrieR got paralyzed on 4th Thresh Girl and used his full restore, and he just skipped Safari full restore.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really familiar with the strat he's going for. I hope he didn't just accidentally use a repel right there.
No, I think he pressed B right in time. But he's going now for Silphco.
Yep.
I don't know who's ahead now. I don't know what's faster.
Well, I guess since Headbob is doing more of the meta route, or the route that you usually see in
Where's he going?
He's taking the elevator up. I think that's what also happens in yellow, and they also take the elevator, so that's probably a faster thing to do.
This guy's taking 10,000 steps ahead.
Yeah. So he's getting up to 10th floor before Headbob is, because he wants to get a very, very strong move early on in the game, being Earthquake. But yeah, he does one more fight that Headbob doesn't have to do, being this rocket right here who guards the items. Damn. And speaking of Headbob, he got a good amount of damage already in, so he doesn't have to worry about his HP setup
at all
anymore. This is like actually perfect HP, if I may say so.
Still scary on a confusion crit, but
yeah, confusion crit or getting hit by Nidoran here. Alright, and PrieR teaching Earthquake before anyone else. Giving him access to this very, very strong move really early on. You see him get it through some of the fights more easily than all the others. He also skipped the rare candy.
Yeah, he skipped the rare candy.
So does that mean he takes both of the mansion candies? I'm very curious to see.
I mean, it would make sense, since you need to revive before Erika, and it doesn't really matter where you do it.
Yeah, but he needs to revive his Nidoking later on with a rare candy, so...
And it's also nice, since Earthquake is super effective against Arbok right now.
Yeah, he's gonna one-shot that one. Something Headbob wishes he could have done, since he got paralyzed. And Headbob getting the Sylph Red Bar right here.
Oh, Sylph for Headbob. Oh.
Hey, yeah, that's something you wish you had in your PB attempts, and he just gets it on a tournament race. quite, yeah,
Not
quite
the setup
easily.
everybody
I
would go
guess.
for, but yeah.
I mean, he's only 1 and 4 to die to Juggler 2. And even then he has to revive, so basically he has a lead, he can really like push his lead forward with this red bar if he doesn't die to the Hypno. And even then he's probably fine anyway, with the amount of time he already saved having the red bar. So very nicely done by Headbob. Not sure if he actually stalled for it, because I was looking at PrieR doing the
Yeah, I was
movement
also
I've never
looking.
seen before.
So really interesting to see right now that Blake and PrieR are on the same fight.
Yeah.
And we will also see very soon if PrieR's strat to go for early Safari is actually faster than Headbob's strat.
Like I said, there's probably a reason we're not going for this route these days anymore.
Maybe playing the game in France on this route is faster than in the rest of the world. Or they know stuff we don't know.
Yeah, maybe the French people just came up with their whole own version of the route again. I don't know.
Maybe that's the reason why Dreek hasn't raced in a few days.
Yeah, they were just boot camping somewhere and just with some scientists up there and drawing the route on a piece of paper all the time and seeing, what can we do? And someone just came up, ice beam strats. And everyone was like, oh.
And early earthquake. And skip both Silph candy and bike road candy.
We're gonna find out. We also see another familiar French run in the chat laughing right now. What a joke. Maybe we're onto something here, Bob. Oh, and Headbob with a slideshow currently. Hopefully, nothing bad happening.
I think he's coming back. At least sound is working for him.
Yeah, at least we got the sound still going on. That's nice. Yeah, but now we actually see the ice beam advantages right in the factory. He doesn't have to set up an X-Ack on the fight. He can just keep on one-shotting all the Pokemons without any extra items used.
Wow.
But there are probably fights later on where he has to set up stuff that Headbob doesn't.
Also, it makes, like, I just remembered, it makes sense since he only bought 9 super repels in Cerulean. And it will also be a little scary going into Mansion, since he has not the level everybody else should have, and he might get a Mansion encounter.
Damn,
More
yeah.
likely than the others.
Well, we're gonna see how the whole rare candy situation is gonna play out really soon, because Headbob? Right, Headbob? I guess his legs are just got a little tired of all the biking and he just wanted to take a quick stretch and get off the bike. Sure, I understand that.
Enjoying the view in Safari Zone. You're only going there once.
Yep. And we even just rush past all the interesting Pokemon in there. Meanwhile, Blake and PrieR are the same Pokemon. You'll love to see it, even though PrieR is basically one Safari Zone ahead of him right now.
And right now Headbob is ahead of PrieR.
Yep. But I'd say like maybe a minute. I'd guess. Oh no, wait, can he just dig out here?
Yeah, he can.
I guess he can, yeah.
He still has to fly to Koga's
Yeah, but
gym.
it's way less than I actually thought it would be. I see, that's really interesting. But Headbob's still rocking this red bar right here. And he really doesn't want to see confusion here. I think he might actually live the headbutt, but let's see. Oh wait, he's not even on the fight yet I was talking about. Silly me. He's still on Juggler 1. I was thinking, why is he not leveling up after the Drowsy? But yeah.
So again, at least for Headbob now, quite a scary fight.
Yeah, we had a situation like this in the first race of our tournament where Legend Eater was heading into this fight with, I think, Redbot too, and he got the confusion. So, something Headbob absolutely doesn't want to see here. Because yeah, there's so much potential time stuff with it. Alright, let's see what the Hypno decides to do. Just credit Headbob. Come on.
Poison gas, nice.
Oh, that's really nice.
Easy fight.
So that's a very, very good Koga split for Headbob. I would be interested to see what the split time for this is. Because it could even be like sub 14. Just mind-blowing in a race.
And I... Okay.
Oh, PrieR getting the confusion crit.
Scary.
Wait. Did he just drill the Drowsy?
Yes, he did.
Alright. I've never seen that before. But yeah, his route saved another drill that Headbob's route wouldn't have. So he can just drill both of them down. Pretty cool. Also Elixir's before the fight and not on the Wheezing. Oh, speaking of the Wheezing, we just saw Headbob going down to a self-destruct. So, to anyone who's not familiar with the speedrun, this is 100% intentional. Yeah, this is a 100% intentional death right there. Whoever came up with this thread is actually a genius in my eyes. So, what we do here is basically we intentionally die to the Wheezing. It will always use either self-destruct or X-attack. So at some point it will always use self-destruct. Which wins us the fight because we have Pokemon left alive and he doesn't. And our Nidoking dies, and we can just easily revive it to 10 HP with just by using 3 rare candies. And this will give Headbob red buff for like maybe like almost 10 minutes. Where he's almost gonna be absolutely safe for all of the fights because the upcoming Gym Rush isn't really too dangerous if you take into consideration what other things we're doing in this run, which is a lot more dangerous overall.
And PrieR also got the death on Koga here. So he is as well going to be there soonish, but he still needs to get the rare candies.
Yep. And now we're gonna see what PrieR decides to do with his rare candies. How many does he even have?
1, I think.
So I guess he just uses one right here on Peloton coming up. Interesting.
Or he keeps it to have it further up.
Yeah, but he needs to have his Pokemon alive heading into Mansion. He needs the Nidoking to be alive. Because else he is gonna get swamped by encounters. Because I think if it just takes the slot 2 Pokemon, and you need to be higher level than the young encounters for them to get ignored by the repel. So yeah, he has to revive his Nidoking right here. Alright, no candies left.
And Headbob going to dodge the spinner. Really nice.
Yes, that was a really intense moment right there. I was totally looking at. Alright, also very interesting. PrieR is level 41 for Mansion, which a lot of the people who are playing the new Red route are familiar with. But also gives them a 25% chance to get an encounter in the Mansion right here. Let's see if we're gonna see any mucks or any wheezings coming up on his screen.
Meanwhile, Blake also fighting his way through Koga's gym.
Yep.
Still chasing down the guys.
Alright, Headbob not having to take any of the rare candies over here. Can just dig straight out. Did not forget the secret key. That would be very silly in my opinion if anyone would ever forget that.
Headbob now going for arena number 4 as number 5. Since it's more easier to do.
Yep. Alright, let's see if PrieR picks up both the candies. I assume he does. I don't know what he would do if he doesn't. But it doesn't seem like he got an encounter either.
That's the first rare candy.
Yep.
And there's the second one.
Okay. I'm also interested to see if he uses them already. And I really hope that he's not... Oh, okay. He's using them right away. And gladly not on the Squirtle. Also did not forget the secret key. Good for him.
Nice of you mentioning it.
I know.
Headbob going through Erika, not missing Blizzard here.
Yep.
And PrieR also heading for Erika.
Yep. So both in the same gym? I assume they're like a minute apart right here. So still anyone's race. There are a couple of very, very dangerous fights coming up soon enough. And Headbob going into the Blaine questions. A, B, 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 A, B. Blaine's questions are easy for me. Wise Runner once said. And as is Headbob continuing his run through the gym.
Meanwhile, also Blake completing his 4th act of kindness in this game. Really nice. Giving back
Oh
the warmth.
no! PrieR!
And PrieR just died.
Yes, I think he went for the Ice Beam range on Victory Bell and didn't get it. I can't think of anything else that could have gone wrong there. But yeah, I think earlier in the other race, we had Deacon mention that this is a terrible range with Ice Beam. So I wonder if the range isn't as bad as Deacon said, or if PrieR just went for a very big risk.
I mean, he has to die here, since not dying and accidentally killing either way is now not possible anymore. But if the Pidgey would have killed before, you can't just pick up Carbos on the way. You've done those things already.
Okay, the chat is informing me right now. It's a 70% range, but it's still not anywhere close to a range you want to take at this point of the run. Basically, because now he lost red bar, and that is like 2 minutes, I guess, slower from here on, in comparison to what Headbob is going for him right now. But so far, PrieR had a really consistent run, so it sucks when when this happens.
And this actually gives Blake now a chance to catch up on second place, which might happen very likely.
So I wonder what happened there. Maybe he ran out of Earthquake unexpectedly. But yeah, he definitely doesn't have that problem anymore. Since he blacked out on Erika right before. Headbob got past Lane successfully and is now heading to one of the easiest fights in the entire run. Basically, you can't die to it unless you general miss. Or unless you're me and you just select the wrong moves. That can happen too.
There we go.
Alright. But
Nice
now the
pattern.
gap really widened between PrieR and Headbob.
I think they have around the same gap between them now. From second to third and from second to first.
Alright. Let's pray that Headbob doesn't get a general miss here. Have we even seen a general miss so far? I think there was one tail whip miss early on, but that's
on
about
round
it.
3, yeah. No, on Wheel Guy.
Yeah, Weedle guy it was.
Wheel Guy, yeah. And as Blake is heading for Erika, I'd like to point out that Sabrina is the one talking about psychic powers, yet Erika, which you are about to see on Blake's screen, is the one letting the Pokeball levitate.
Maybe they just have different shifts in each other's gyms and they just switch around every now and then. That's the only explanation I got for that.
This could be. And Erika always sleeping and dozing off might also be a reason why her Pokemon are so underleveled. And Headbob going for the last gym of the race for him. And
Yep.
about to encounter the Karate King.
One of the worst fights in the entire late game. Or maybe actually the worst fight. And we'll surely see him safe here because there's absolutely zero reason why he wouldn't. Yep, there we go. Check the badges real quick, I think. So kind of wanted to check if he had all 7 and then head right into black belt. There's a 16% chance you can actually die here. If he uses Karate Chop and it crits, it's guaranteed to kill you. Let's see what Headbob gets. Oh! Oh no, it's a slideshow! Oh my god, he lives!
Chop non-crit.
Easy. Easy all the time when you get non-crit. Alright. 2 HP. It might seem a little dangerous, but he's completely safe for like the next 2-3 fights with this HP.
If
So-
nothing stupid happens, he's safe.
Yeah. If nothing goes not like planned, he will be absolutely fine. Right. He has to exit the gym and re-exit to actually reset the black belt, so he can actually pass him this time around. Before he was just kinda mad about his loss and still blocked his path. But apparently his memory is not a very long term, so he just goes right back and lets him through.
He has to prepare for the next trainer about to show up.
Yep, which is in this case PrieR. Alright. Headbob having no problems with Giovanni's Pokemon at all. That's something all the yellow runners would wish they could say. Because that fight is really scary in that game. But absolutely no problem in red. Since you can just Earthquake 4 of his Pokemon and Blizzard the Rhydon at the end. And even if he doesn't get the range here, the Rhydon has very smart AI and will just use Fissure that doesn't do anything.
And Headbob has 8 badges, which allows him to go on the victory road to Indigo Plateau to challenge the Elite Four of Kanto.
Yes. But on the way he'll meet up with a face we've seen before on the run quite a few times. And Headbob is about to teach him yet another lesson.
Let's hope he remembers he only has 2 Super Repels left.
Oh, does he?
Yes.
Where did he lose one earlier?
That's a good question. I just saw he has 2 left.
But... no, 2 isn't enough. You need 3.
Yes.
Huh. I mean, it can. Technically, 2 still work. He has 2 YOLO 2 tiles later on. Which is absolutely not a big deal. But it's interesting. Good catch right there, Bob. Meanwhile, PrieR is about to head into Black Belt, and he does not save. Oh wait, he's full HP. Why would he save? Huh.
Scared for a second there.
Yeah, no, I baited you guys right there, didn't I? Yeah, he's...
I don't think chat fell for it.
Ah. Silly me. Alright. And Blake heading into Sabrina. There's still a good chance Blake may be able to catch up to PrieR. Something had to happen to PrieR. And Headbob finishing up the rival. A fight you basically can't lose on this route.
It's also funny to see that you beat rival and he tells you to practice more.
Yep. Alright. Headbob. Slide showing through all the guards that are checking his badges.
PrieR not forgetting to Elixir here. Really good.
Yeah.
Blake also about to head to Giovanni's gym.
Yeah, Blake might actually be right behind PrieR in a couple fights because he still has the Red Ball going for him, unlike PrieR. So that's really interesting.
Victory Road execution could be really decisive here for those guys.
Yes. Also really interested if Blake's gonna actually save anymore. I don't know if he maybe goes for a good time that will let him advance through to the next round. If he maybe would want to catch PrieR. Let's see what he decides to go. And Headbob heading into Victory Road. I really hope we don't miss any swag ballers because of the lag on the stream right now. That would be a shame.
We already missed 2 pushes. At least I did.
I hear him. We can hear them. It sounds very, very swagful so far. So I'm sure he nailed all of them.
How does a swag boulder sound?
Very, very swag.
Very swaggy.
I don't know.
Like instead of it makes like swag.
That's yeah, that's it. You
Totally,
nailed it.
Totally.
Alright, and it looks like Blake got past Black Belt without dying. Nice. Come on, Headbob. We want to see a swag boulder. Don't disappoint us. Usually we see it on the last boulder push. Oh, and there he uses his last repel, by the way, too. So that means he could actually also do swag boulders here, I think. Since he repelled early. Imagine if we could actually see what he's doing right now.
We can hear. I hear some
Yeah.
swag going.
So, right about now, PrieR on Viridian Rival and Blake on Giovanni. PrieR somehow managed to paralyze the Pidgeot. Nicely done. Yeah, I assume he has to Thunderbolt it because he doesn't have Blizzard.
And he keeps drilling the other Pokemon, so he most likely will center before E4. And we
I
might
mean, yeah,
actually
he definitely can, and maybe it's actually quicker for him instead of using an elixir or something, because he's almost full HP anyway. So
he
I
might
guess
as well deposit all his other Pokemon he has.
yeah, that's definitely the play right here. There's really not any reason to use any of his other companions and friends into the E4, even though they'd love to see it.
Headbob done with Victory Road, heading to Indigo Plateau now.
Yep. We should never actually figured out why it's a plateau, because we never see him go up anywhere, besides like one ladder. So it's really curious to me always why it's a plateau.
Maybe the little way with all the statues is actually going up.
But he never gets slow of the biking. Maybe he's just very good at biking. A lot
Yeah.
of stamina.
I
Alright.
mean, if you get 8 badges, you can bike a lot. And really
Yeah.
fast.
I guess, yeah, the last badge boost gives you extra ability to bike really well.
Bike boost.
Exactly.
So Headbob now heading into E4.
Yep, and using the common strat, I assume, even though I can't see it, we'll always see people. If they are on red bar, we'll always see people just swapping in their flyer, and because Lorelei has really weird code, he's always gonna kill the flyer and rest right after on the next turn, which gives Headbob the one turn he needs to set up his accuracy so he can actually drill down all the remaining Pokemon of Lorelei. So yeah, Headbob really in a strong position right here. He can't even allow himself to like save for every single one of the E4 fights right now and still take the victory, I think. Which we probably see him do. Maybe not Agatha, but definitely here on Bruno, because there's a scenario in which he can die on, and you definitely don't want to die here.
PrieR actually going for some swag here already on the first boulder.
You'll love to see it. After the disappointment that Headbob's boulder pushes were. Or the ones maybe we couldn't have seen.
I think I saw one by Headbob.
But I surely hope so. Alright. I guess Headbob saved because I couldn't really see it, but yeah.
And
Just finishing off the Bruno Pokemon, one of the easier fights in Elite Four.
And he also keeps red bar since he got the chop non-crit on Black Belt.
Yep.
Even faster.
Okay, Blake using strength when he wants to surf. This can happen. Not yet necessary to use strength. And we are slowly but surely getting to the Indigo Plateau.
I heard 2 super potions.
Nicely spotted. And heading into Agatha. I hope so, yes.
Yeah, the audio cut it out really quick for me. But thanks, he's back.
Alright, there's a Gengar, there's a Nidoking, and there's an
Yeah,
egg special.
Nice. Nightshade miss.
What?
Wow.
Okay, he got a Gen 1 Miss Nightshade on Agatha, which he actually really likes to see because he wants to keep this HP to have an easier, to have a shorter amount of time to actually set up his HP for Lance later on. Damn, I don't think I've ever seen a Gen 1 Miss on Agatha before. That never happened before.
Okay, what is PrieR going to do for E4? Deposit everything, probably.
Probably deposit everything. There's nothing to withdraw right now, so yeah.
No, he keeps the bird.
Okay. Does he have to revive? Then it would make kind of sense for him
And he's
to.
buying full restores.
Alright.
He didn't send her, right?
So,
So he used
Wait.
Horn Drills.
did you see what Headbob got on the second Gengar? Because he potentially
it
actually
lagged
doesn't
for me.
even need to potion here, I think. He's right on. He may be in like high roll
He's potion.
hydro pump.
He was
that's-
125.
Come on, Headbob. There are only there are only 2 rolls that can kill you.
Chat says
But-
toxic.
Did he? Yeah, he probably. Oh no, he probably licks he first licks this before champ.
Okay. Chat, pray. No crit for Headbob.
Let Lance decide. But I guess he's not gonna decide because Headbob would have to die like 10
Hydro
times.
miss. Hydro miss.
Damn. Headbob's just invincible. He doesn't get hit by anything. Not even hit moves that are 100% accurate can stop this guy.
Even Machoke doesn't dare to karate chop crit him.
Yep. Well done, Headbob.
Only one more fight for Headbob. Considering his lead, he will save for champ. Safely. Just to
Yep.
finish this race.
Something I should have done yesterday.
A nice time. And Blake also now heading
Damn,
for
Headbutt.
E4.
Headbob on really good pace here. This looks like a 153, I think. Maybe below 154 if everything goes well. We're gonna find out soon enough.
And we are mentioning that since it would be the fastest time we would have gotten in the race so far
Really?
in the tournament. I think so, yeah.
What did Crazy Dan get the other day? I think that's the fastest run so far.
I think a 154.
Anyone in chat knows. 152,
152.59. Oh.
Okay, I don't think Headbob can beat that anymore. Right wing attack. Not quite as invincible anymore, but he won't mind it. He really would have only minded to see Sky Tech charge here.
And Headbob is through.
GG's to Headbob. Nicely done.
Just drill. Do nothing else, just drill.
Yes.
Hands
Nicely
off the
done.
D-pad.
So yeah, very, very good run from Headbob right there. Really can't think anything that he messed up or did wrong. Just very, very good run from start to finish, I think. Good.
Yeah, really consistent.
Good job, well done. Let's see if I can actually predict what time he's gonna end up with after the Venusaur. Oh, if his stream actually
really
allows
close.
me. Oh, is this gonna be 152? I don't think so.
Oof. I don't know. This might be super close.
Oh my god, he might actually tie with Dan right here. If I've seen that correctly. I couldn't spot the timer quite because of the lag. But
so Dan's time was a 152.59, and I think he just popped that best time by a second.
oh no! Blake got slam crit.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Blake getting the slam crit.
Oh god, the game really rubbing it in that when you're last, you still have the worst RNG of all of them. Thankfully he saved, yeah. But that's a 3% right there that he got hit by. That's really unfortunate. And meanwhile, Headbob in the Hall of Fame. Let's see what his in-game time is gonna be. If I had to take a guess, I would say 150.
Nice. Guess.
Oh! Nailed it. And
it's 1
heading
second.
to land.
It's 1 second. Headbob getting 1 second of the time faster than Dan. Getting the fastest time in the tournament so far.
That was a really, really good run.
Wow.
I'm very proud to say that I predicted Headbob to be one of the dark horses for this tournament. And yeah, that just proved me wrong right there, because that was a really, really strong run. Alright, I'll shoot him an invite for an interview. Come here, Timmy. Interview time.
Interview with the winner! Get your questions in chat if you have any.
Right, I'll drag him in. Hey, Headbob.
Hello.
GG, man.
GG.
That run was crazy. Oh
That
my
run
god.
Really good, man. That was really, really strong.
3 Gen 1 misses.
3? Wait, we counted.
Gengar
One,
Gen
I
1 miss Nightshade.
Yeah, that one we noticed, but I think the other one...
Rhyhorn and Koga's. Oh, you missed the Weedle one. I did one miss Tackle. Or Tail Whip.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, we saw that one. I think we just thought it was on PrieR's side.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a really consistent run overall. Really well done. I don't think I can really recall anything going horribly wrong on your side. Maybe the Rival 2 fight that was
Boat Rival, I
pretty
guess.
unlucky.
I guess Stand Attack and Boat Rival.
Oh
Gengar
yeah,
Bridge.
yeah. Both the Rival fights weren't too great, but yeah, you pulled through and just managed to still get the best time of the tournament so far. So congrats on that.
Also really nice to mention 25 Moon. just sick. Really
Yep.
cool.
So Headbob, did you see what went on in on the other guys' races, or
No.
we're just going?
It was 5 minutes 5 minutes behind at Moon.
Well, let's say that much. You weren't the first one in Safari Zone.
Yeah, you weren't. So we saw. We saw actually PrieR pulling ahead of you after Rival 2 for quite a huge amount of time, and then he got hit by Stunspawn for Turn Fresh Girl, and I think that
Wow,
was
really that long?
Yeah, he was ahead
Damn.
by quite some time, even more so when you got sand attacked on Boat Travel. So he was going really strong, in my opinion. And we were all really excited that the race was actually pretty close up until then. And then he then I
just got
think
a
he's
Sky attack miss, by the way.
oh
Really
the
scary.
month.
He's
But
just
yeah,
this
he went completely different out than you did. He did ice cream strats, and at some point he died to Erika, I think, because he didn't get one of the ice cream ranges. So ever since that, you had a pretty comfortable lead. Let's just say that. And we just very steadily you went on getting the win.
He just elixired right on chat.
What?
Oh, dude, this guy is crazy.
This guy is like, wow. This guy's living 10 years ahead of us.
Wait, what did Dan get? Draco Dan. Or not Draco Dan. Crazy Dan.
He was 2 seconds or 1 second slower than you.
Darn.
So yeah.
So I remember he had 152, I just didn't know what the last one was.
So yeah, very nicely done, Headbob, and surely gonna advance to the next round. Maybe even probably even as one of the first seeds heading into the next round. So, what are you looking forward to see in the next round, and maybe some opponents you want to face, or something you want to improve on going into the next round?
I mean, that run was good, so I feel like if I get like more runs like that, just like more consistency, like with getting the manips and stuff. I just got kind of lucky with I got all of the manips, including extended, which is kind of crazy to me.
Oh yeah,
Um,
almost forgot about that. Yeah, keep going if you want.
what else? Yeah, I just hope. I don't want to be ahead by a lot. I want good races, you know.
Yes,
Like-
yes.
We really were on the edge of our seats the whole time. Especially
Also-
after Fly Split, we didn't really know who was in front.
Yeah, since we had 2 different routes going on. But yeah, you mentioned you got the Pidgey manip, and it actually went
He
up
did chill.
getting really important later on the Brock fight.
Yeah,
right?
I know the bide.
That was sick. I was actually thinking, damn, he didn't even save. This guy has nerves. But then you obviously had the Pidgey, and it ended up being clutch for the fight. So yeah, very nicely done.
You could say the turning point where you pulled in the lead was when PrieR died on Erika. So this was also really unlucky for him.
Victory Bell is an 83% range, I'm pretty sure. I think that's it.
I think someone in the
But-
chat said 70, but yeah, it's not the best range. So
Yeah. I
Little
don't
unlucky.
do a lot of wasting, obviously, but
yeah.
Meanwhile, Blake is also through and is quite missing the 2-hour mark. Damn, I lost my bet. But it was so close.
Yeah, we predicted everyone to get a sub 2, but wait, I'm gonna see if I can get PrieR on right here too. Let me see.
So he's actually deciding on himself if he wants to go
Yeah.
to our interview first or to the French restream.
Uh, Right. Also, Blake finishing up the run. Couldn't quite make it sub 2, but so he had a lot of very unfortunate situations early on. So basically, what happened to him was for some reason, he was really struggling with his manip, so he was just running through Moon, YOLOing almost all of it. And I think he reset for all of the manips like quite a few times. I don't know if there was a controller issue or what happened there, but that obviously cost him like a really, really good time here.
Looking forward to hear from him on that.
Yep.
Who, Blake or PrieR?
Blake.
Dang.
I think I saw him reset for Nido 3 or 4 times, and the same was going for Moon and Cans also. No, Cans actually worked, I think.
Alright, I'm a dragon PrieR really quickly. Hello, PrieR. I don't know if you can hear me.
Okay.
Awkward silence, it's alright. I'll also see if I can get Blake in here. PrieR, can you hear us?
Can I stop streaming now, by the way?
Yes.
Alright, just make.
Just
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, man, congrats to a very exciting race. You kept us on the edge of our seats for most of it.
Yeah, I think my early game was good, and I wasn't expecting that because I'm not usually have a lot of luck with early game, and I was so surprised. I did an horrible end game, and I did several mistakes here and there, but no every mistake which could probably kill the run. I managed to make it to the end.
All right. Yeah.
Really
Can
nice.
you give us maybe a little bit of the inside of what went through your head after, for example, Misty? Were you actually aware that you had to lead in the race for actually quite a bit of the run?
Yeah, and my late game strats are not at point. I'm using Ice Beam instead of Blizzard because it's not 100% move. So with the luck I have, no thanks. Yeah, I could improve here and there because I went to the rocket first to get Earthquake. You can do it after first Giovanni, but I'm not very familiar with that Arbok without Earthquake, and yeah, I made some bad mistakes using Ice Beam against that Victory Bell. So I died. I died,
okay.
and I had to restart. I lost 1 or 2 minutes.
But hey, up until then, you really kept the race really close. It was really exciting to see. I think it was actually the first time where one of the pot 3 or the third seed people was actually in the
game.
he was for a long amount of time. Up until he got hit by the stun spore and eventually Headbob overtook him. But yeah, it was really exciting.
That was another mistake. I used, I think, Thunderbolt instead of Mega Punch.
Oh, we actually thought you missed the Mega Punch there. Oh,
no,
okay.
I used Thunderbolt because I messed up with my my attack order, and I believed I was using Mega Punch, but no.
Yeah. We saw you continuously. Yeah, go ahead, Bob.
We also saw you like switching always your priority move to the top. Really nice to see. Oh, now Horn Attack is on top. Oh, he put Mega Punch on top, and now this.
Yeah, I'm very out of practice. I practiced like 9 hours 2 days before to get my manips back, and I'm pretty happy. I managed to do sub 2 hours. That was my goal before that race, and I'm very happy. I managed to accomplish that, and we'll see if it's sufficient to qualify. I doubt it, but there are so much
158 's
good
pretty
players.
good.
But
Yeah, 158. You
Better than Alan's.
Yeah, that's better than my time, surely. So I hope for both of us that it's gonna work out. Speaking of eventual times that can maybe advance, Blake, can you hear us?
Yo.
Hello. So
GG,
first of
run.
all,
GGs.
GG's on the run, man. So you barely missed out on the sub 2 hour mark, but seeing how your early game went, that's still, I think, it's an impressive time, considering what happened early on. So congrats.
Yeah, I figured that it was gonna take too much time to try to keep resetting for Moon, so I decided to just skip it. But yeah, I had a lot of encounters even up to Nidoran, and then I kind of messed up the manips. What was happening was my up select B. I think I just couldn't get that timing down. I don't know why. I could do it before, but during the run it was just weird. But yeah.
Oh wait, sorry if I interrupted. I just wanted to say goodbye to PrieR really quickly because he's gonna go over to the French speed right now.
Thanks for joining, and GG on the run again.
Yep, GG
Yeah.
everyone.
thank you so much for commentating, and GG's to my opponents.
Yeah,
Yep.
GG.
We're thankful to have you here, and good luck in the remaining tournament, PrieR.
You're welcome. Bye.
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 Right, I'm sorry that I interrupted you, Blake.
Oh no, yeah, I was just. And then I got a slam crit from Bruno, which is like a 2% chance or something. It was
Yeah.
pretty funny. I just laughed when that happened because I was like, "There's no way I was gonna."
That summed up the run quite well, didn't it? I mean, it wasn't too bad
Yeah.
all, but the early
Yeah.
game was just
It was
So-
pretty. It was a bad run, but I didn't lose too much time after Moon, so I'm pretty satisfied.
We
You
were
even
wondering
caught up.
if your controller was like damaged at the beginning because you kept on resetting.
Yeah, I think I was just holding down the buttons too hard or something. It was, I don't know why, but it was just weird.
But hey, those things can happen, and you still prevailed, and even
Yeah.
I think you ended up catching up to PrieR too.
Yeah, we were pretty close because I had red bar and he didn't have red bar after Koga, so
Yeah, I
it was
think
kind
if
of
you-
closing in.
Yeah, if you didn't die to Bruno in the end, I think you had the potential to even like tie with him, but yeah.
Yeah, I would have had to
Nobody's
like
lead it.
YOLO, Lorelei or something, or some other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's definitely probably not worth it in these early rounds where you can still advance
Yeah,
with
had a
a
good
proper
time.
time.
Yeah.
So yeah. We had a few
Yeah, props, by the way, on Top Elixir.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was probably my best, most valuable play of the game. But yeah,
I don't think you could say that.
yeah.
So yeah, I think we had a few amounts of times that have been slower than this, and also we've already seen a couple forfeits coming up. So I don't think it's unreasonable to say that you're out of the spectrum quite yet with this time. I think it's gonna come around this time where I don't know, maybe the drop off will happen. So best of luck to both
Yeah.
of us. I guess that we'll both make it.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
it's possible. Thank you.
So anyone has any final comment on the run, or on
I hate
the
you.
tournament in general?
When is the gold race? The gold tournament?
That's
Probably like
I-
next
I-
week.
I think we're out of
2030.
time right now, guys.
Okay. All right. See you guys.
somewhere in
Thank you.
2030. All right. So yeah, thanks to both of the runners, also PrieR for attending the tournament. And yes, thank you again to SpeedGaming for having us. Also, thank you to Bob, who also did an outstanding job on commentating with me.
No, you are breathtaking.
I see what you did there. So yeah, thanks to all of the people watching out there. This was a very exciting race in my opinion. And I think we're gonna head off now if no one else has anything left to say.
If you guys are new to this stream and are interested in learning to speedrun, you can always join us on our Discord, on the PSR Discord. Everyone's happy to help you there getting started. And yeah.
Thanks for commentating, by the way.
Yeah, thanks.
I have to go back and watch the VOD and see how it went.
Yeah, I hope we didn't go too hard on anyone. But yeah, it was an exciting race to watch, surely. And yeah, just glad we actually ended up being close on several parts, several ends of the run. But yeah, I guess we're about to drop off the broadcast. So yeah, thanks again to everyone watching.
And the next race is going to be tomorrow on 8 a.m. Eastern, which is, let me calculate,
2 p.m., right?
2 p.m. Central European. Araya versus Norms with this blue Storm Dragon. And yeah.
It's gonna be another very exciting race I'm looking forward to. And yeah, there are plenty of more red races coming up this month, these upcoming weeks. So yeah, it's gonna be very, very fun. And a lot of red, which I'm very excited about. So I guess that's it for us today. And we'll talk to you guys another day, hopefully.
Thank you guys for watching.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
We'll just awkwardly disconnect from Discord now and leave the stream running
All right.
without sound.
Alright, thanks guys.
Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys another day. Bye bye.